Hi House and Home, it's Jodie Rosen, Principal Designer at Rosen & Co. And today we are in a great family home in Thornhill. We are in Thornhill in a home that was renovated with an addition. So we almost doubled the square footage of the original house with this renovation. It is a home that has lots of family and does lots of entertaining. The space had to really function in a way that they could have a lot of people in the home at any given time. There are big family dinners here that happen weekly. There can be 20 plus people. So being able to accommodate that was definitely part of it. It was a builder basic home. This is now completely overhauled. It's customized to exactly what the client needs and updated in a way that is very different than what it used to look like. This is a kosher family, so having a kosher kitchen, which means having double basically of everything within the kitchen, was also a really important component. And then the planning of that. So that was really intensive space planning. Where we start from is appliances and sinks. First, we have the fridge freezer. It's a massive amount of this side wall. And this is really the most important part, having enough space so that our client wasn't running up and down the stairs consistently to go and get whatever she needed. It also is a double door fridge so that it will house big platters. Then we go to the double wall oven. We then have our first set of dishes, cutlery, and utensils, which flank the cooktop. So cooktop is extra wide, so it gives lots of opportunity for lots of different things to be happening at the same time. Then we move into the second bank of dishes. There's an additional sink with another dishwasher, another pull-out garbage area. And then onto the island, we have a microwave drawer that's on the other side of the island, and then the additional garbage, big sink, and dishwasher. We definitely extended the kitchen enough that we could accommodate everything, but still there are lots of challenges with how do we make this look really beautiful. The client doesn't like brown, black, or anything dark. So the entire house has this really beautiful, light, fresh, white, airy feel to it. And so that was something that had to really carry forward in everything that we designed. It is a hardworking kitchen. Surprisingly, it's all marble. We have really beautiful dolomite, very white, very few veins in it, but we added a film to the actual countertop to make sure that if anything does get onto the marble, we don't have to worry about it. Cabinets are a combination of white and a light colored veneer wood. It really couldn't go brown, and so we tried to keep it warm, but have it in a gray tone that really worked well with the floors. We needed a little bit of drama. We needed a little bit of contrast. It is not black, so it's a dark gray. And I think in terms of getting some drama into the space, it was really important that we got that depth and interest in the hood and in the marble arches as well. And then in order to break up this space so that we don't have this really long run of countertop, we then have two pantry doors that are a white metal, because it couldn't be a black metal, with a reeded glass detail on either side of that little coffee nook, which is like a little breakfast area. And then there is another section on the back side of the island that has additional pantry doors and then additional space with a TV as well. There's a TV in the kitchen, which is important, but the actual real important TV is the one on the other side in the family room. This was very important that there be enough space to have everybody over comfortably watching TV and not it be like literally the largest TV you could imagine. I didn't even know they made 100-inch TVs. So it became a challenge really for us as designers to figure out a way that we could make that work within the confines of what the client wanted. It's a big couch. I think it's the biggest couch we've ever made. There are two reclining chairs in there that were also very much important that they be there. I actually don't even know if anybody sits in those chairs. I feel like they've all landed themselves on the couch. And then we have a little bar area that is its own little moment beside that couch area, and then that massive TV on the other side. We framed it out. We added textured wallpaper behind there. We really wanted to create something beautiful to see that wasn't just about a TV, and there's no fireplace in there. So that also is a bit of a challenge in terms of how do you make a focal point where it's just a TV. This is a real big play in texture. And so when we're looking at keeping palettes very neutral and light and airy, having texture, pattern, but doing it in a way where it feels like it's still deep and interesting is really what our challenge is to do. We do have blue in this house. That is one of the colors that we could use, and you'll see that consistently throughout the home. As we said, there are lots of people that come here on a regular basis for dinner, and so being able to accommodate as big of a table as we possibly could was the mandate for that space. The table is marble on the top. The table also has a base that is marble as well. This was a feat to figure this out and coordinate and manage and get this right. It's also pretty spectacular that the marble wasn't picked until after the chairs were selected. And so finding the table that worked that beautifully with the fabric, it's like kismet. We have wallpaper on the ceiling, adding another layer of detail and interest. The light fixture is just spectacular. It's organic, it's classy, but it's also modern. It's beautiful. There is a little pass-through. It is paneled on the opposite side, so when the door is closed in that dining room, you probably still know that there's a door there, but we're hiding it as best as we could. The front living room is actually a small space in the grand scheme of things with the footprint of the house. It's quite a small space. It had to fit a lot of people in it, again, because we're entertaining and having lots of people all the time in this house. So we tried to just maximize the seating as much as possible. Again, we're still working within light gray, light fabric, and then little accents as you go around the room in a way that makes it beautiful and interesting without overpowering the space. One of the most beautiful pieces in that room is the rug. The perfect amount of texture, movement, and then also integrating some of the color in there as well. Front foyer originally didn't really have a place to put things down. So that was one of the main things. We actually changed the wall in that area in order to create a straight wall so that there would be this like really beautiful moment in that space. It is a match to the paneling on the dining area. Again, trying to keep some of the consistency. The bench is this like really beautiful navy inky pony hair, which then is a nod to what's happening in the study, which is the room around the corner. In the study, we have like a color drenching moment of just a lot of this like inky blue. It is all in the millwork. It's the only space really where we've got this ability to have something totally different. There are lots of books in this space. This is a space for reading, studying. It's a smaller room, and the intention is just to have like a quiet space that is separate. We love designing powder rooms. This was a great one because we got to use pink. The client, again, really wanted to stick with light, airy. We picked a marble that had just like a tiny hint of pink in it. Gold studded, white grass cloth. The faucet is off to the side, which is a little bit unusual, but gave us like a really nice profile of that gooseneck. We like to just add a little bit of flair and interest in rooms like that. The staircase. We added the glass railing so that it became part of a more airy feel. Before it was much more studded with railings that felt really busy in the space. And so this almost like floats within the hallway, which is really the vibe in this space. And so I think we achieved that really nicely. The mudroom is in the existing footprint of the original house. We just maxed out the storage. We have so much in the tall, full height cabinetry all the way across. And then we added this really nice detail across the bench area with the beadboard and floating shelving. We've got a window there that we had to deal with. And so just creating a more open space in that section really offset that window as being a challenge. Just off of the powder room is where the extension on the main floor really starts. And so what that extension did was add a full guest suite with a walk-in closet, its own ensuite bathroom. This was really intended to be a space that could be used for guests staying over, but also in future that if we needed anything for barrier-free, that would be available. This was a long process, a labor of love really for us. Some projects come along where we just love every part of it. We love the clients. We love who we're working with the construction team and the architectural team. It sort of comes together in such a beautiful way where we all feel very proud about what we've done, and here we are.